Ha 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 ha
Oh,
ha.
hi,
Welcome.
everyone. Sorry, you go.
No, I'm not going. Can you hear me? I got some instrumental thriller music on right now, and we should all just dance.
Ooh.
Can you hear it?
Oh, yes, now I can.
Okay. Okay. Halloween, baby. We're gonna dress up and eat some candy. We're gonna beat some ghosts and something. Your turn, Bethany.
No, thank you. Hi, everyone. Alyssa's here from the hospital. My brother's fiance is having my baby. I mean, my nephew.
Oh, that's so cute. Hi, Alyssa. So, welcome to our spooky uh, Acquired Taste by Moonlight episode.
Yes. Is there an echo on me at all? Because I'm not wearing headphones.
I don't hear an echo, no.
Do you guys hear an echo at all? Let us know.
Mm-mm.
Jennifer, Jennifer slash Darla. Yes, Kathleen and I are both dressed as the girl with the green ribbon because it is the easiest of the Halloween costumes, and you too can do it if you simply have a green ribbon.
Yeah. And all you need really is a ribbon and some green paint if you don't own a green ribbon, because I
Yeah.
painted this ribbon today.
Really, what color was it originally?
It was white, and I had a little sample. I had of the color from Farrow and Ball, card room green.
You're not just paying for the paint. Look at the depth of color.
Look at the depth of color.
What, do you want me to live in squalor?
Oh
Hi,
my goodness.
everybody. Michelle is here. Amanda is here.
Michelle.
Isabel, Jennifer, another Jennifer, Michelle, Krista is here. I'm sorry if I'm missing you. Jason's here. Nikki, Penny. I love the name Penny.
Me too. That was gonna be my number one baby name until freaking Chloe, nope. Krista, nope. Kim, nope. Courtney Kardashian stole it for her child.
Penny?
Yeah, Pet Penelope.
Oh, I think you can name your kid just Penny, can't you?
I guess, but really,
Yeah.
it's Penelope.
Courtney's here. Aubrey's here. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, hi. Kathleen can double as a mime. Okay, can we talk about how amazing Kathleen looks in dark lipstick? I've never seen you wear a dark lip before, and it looks wonderful on you.
Thank you. I have to tell you, Bethany, that this dark lip that I'm wearing today, it's I don't know, Sayat. Oh, let me do Sayate,
I don't know. I don't
London.
know if it's focusing. I don't know if the white it's not focusing.
Sayate, London. I don't know. Ciate with the little flitter
Oh
thing at the
yeah,
top.
I think I bought their nail polish before.
So let me show you. You put it on like this, like so, and then you press your lips together, and then glitter appears.
Ooh, Alyssa,
And
yes, sciatica.
I bought that for you 3, 4 years ago. Never gave it to you. Sorry,
Thank
it's mine.
you. That's okay. I have this tea towel. Let me get it.
Sciatica. Yeah.
I have this tea towel that I bought for you
Oh, it's
um,
gorgeous.
about 3 or 4 years ago, and then
Oh,
also
thank you.
never gave it to you and kept it because I really did like it a lot.
This is like, it's like when you're packing up a Christmas present for someone and you're like, where's that one little thing I got for them? And you can't find it.
Can't find it.
Yeah.
Can't find it. Thank you all for joining us. We're so happy you're here. Thank you for being patrons.
Yeah.
Halloween came quickly, and boy, it came fast and aggressive. But we're here. We have some scary stories. We have a couple games for you.
Yeah, we've got some jokes.
We have some scary jokes. We wanna hear what you're doing for Halloween. And Kathleen, do you
Yeah.
maybe want to start it off with a spooky story?
Well, first, Bethany, I have a very important question to ask you.
Sure.
What does a panda ghost eat?
What does a panda ghost eat? I can't even think of what they normally eat. Oh, is it bamboo?
Bamboo! Yes. How did you ever guess that by looking at the chat?
Everybody got it.
Okay, one more before we get into some scary stories.
Sure.
What's a ghost's favorite play?
What's a ghost's favorite play? I don't know.
Romeo and Juliet.
It's a tragedy.
Wait, so what's you got some blood coming down your neck? How do you make that blood?
This one I did not make. You know what? This one I got at Rite Aid.
Oh.
And I have to say, professionally made fake blood is better than doing it yourself with Caro syrup and food coloring, because this stuff is thicker and then it dries.
Oh.
So this is pretty, like, this is kind of staying where it is right now.
Cool. Oh, don't, Bethany, that could be toxic. Don't eat that. That's
Also
sugar.
not meant to ingest.
No.
There is some fake blood that can be ingested, and usually they make it taste like mint. This is not, you're not supposed to taste that. So that one's on me.
Speaking of mint, let me tell you about this cool little trick I learned. Take some cotton balls or like a paper towel, put some peppermint oil or, like whatever essential oil you like, put it in the bottom of your trash can, and then put the bag inside of the trash can. So every time there's something stinky and you take the trash out, you don't have to go in and like Lysol the inside, because your essential oil has already made the inside of the trash can smell really good.
That's a great idea. I need that right now, because I tried to make broccoli for lunch today, and it turns out the broccoli had already gone bad in the freezer. And so then I just had to like throw it out, and now I have broccoli in my garbage can.
Yeah, that's the vegetable region of farts.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
Okay. So this comes from Country Living magazine. And the title of this article is 11 Best Scary Ghost Stories That Will Scare Your Socks Off.
Oh, perfect. I hate wearing socks. Get rid of them, I say.
But what if you're not wearing any socks? Like, is it scaring your like toenails off? Is it scaring your epidermis?
Yeah, I think it's gonna rip your skin right off.
Okay.
Fun facts for you.
Yeah.
The first film I was ever in, and it never came out, thank God, was a horror film where I got my legs, the skin on my legs, torn off by the demon monster. And they did it really well. They did it by like painting nylon. Like I put nylons on, and then they painted them, like they put skin over the nylons, and then the monster had to rip the nylons right off my legs, and just basically degloved the skin off my legs. And it was the middle of November, in the middle of the forest, in the middle of the night, and it was snowing, and it was the coldest I've ever been, and it was awesome.
Oh, it's the coldest you've ever been. Okay, let's see. I'm going to take you to... Let's get on our planes. We are going to Adams, Tennessee.
Ooh, beautiful this time of year.
If you're a scary movie lover, you might actually know about the Bell Witch.
The Bell Witch.
The films An American Haunting and The Blair Witch Project are both based on this story. So way back in the early 1800s, there was a man named John Bell. He moved his family to an area of Tennessee called Bed River, which is now known as Adams, Tennessee. They settled in a new home, but then some peculiar things began happening. The Bell family began hearing some bizarre noises, including dogs barking, ruff, ruff, and some chains rattling.
Oh no!
And some rats chewing. And a woman whispering. Soon that woman became known as the Bell Witch. And many people believe she's the ghost of the former neighbors of the Bells, Kate Batts.
Kate Batts! She's the Bat Bell Witch.
Yes. So the Batts and Bell, they had a dispute over some land, and she swore vengeance on the Bell family before she later died.
You know what? Look, here's the thing. If you're about to die, you should always either swear vengeance or put a curse. Say that you're putting a curse upon everyone, and for 3 generations, 3 by 3, they all should be barren of earth and twisted of uterus. And then if anything bad happens, they'll be like, "'Twas Kathleen who put the curse upon this land and the uteri of the ladies of this village."
Bethany, putting a curse on your family before you die is actually a really good idea because you could spin it in such a way to ensure their success in the future. For example, you are dying and you say to them, I curse you unless you work really hard and drink good wine and get high paying jobs. If you don't do those things, I curse you.
I curse you. And you can also just curse them. And then like you may not actually have any powers, but they're always going to wonder like, I stubbed my toe. Is that the curse? Now you're just playing mind games from the grave.
Yeah. And like, what if they're like, I'm going to quit my job, become a vagrant. Then they're a vagrant. And that's the curse.
That's the curse. They've brought it upon themselves,
So let me finish about the Bell family.
Yes.
Bell died from poisoning. And it's rumored to be the work of the Bell Witch. Yeah.
But probably it was just the poison.
Probably it was like, I don't know, when you drink too much elderberry syrup without cooking it enough, it's got cyanide in it. And that's what people used. Yeah, that's what people used to cure the flu back then.
Oh, yeah, it may have just been like accidental. Mm-hmm. Also, like back in the day, poison was everywhere. Like arsenic was in everything. There was just poison willy-nilly. By the way, Danielle said, I told my husband if I die first, I will 100% haunt him. Absolutely. For sure.
See, I always have this conversation with Neil because I'm like, if I die, which of my friends are you going to marry? Because it's kind of easier when you remarry someone who knew your spouse that died because there's always like a certain amount of respect for that spouse, right?
Totally. Absolutely.
So I love playing that game. A lot of times it's you. Sometimes it's my friend Megan, but she's already married. But I would I really love to see Neil in a throuple with her and her husband, Jake. That would be a solid situation for him.
For sure. And, Dennis and I will always take Neil in, and bring him in.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Krista said, I told my kids when I die, I will haunt them by leaving all the cabinets open. Yeah. I really want to haunt the Haunted Mansion at Disney World. That's my dream because then you're expecting all of these fun things to be happening, but then like something else happens, like you get grabbed, like I come up behind you and grab you. And then it's like even scarier. And it's fun for me because I feel like I'm in good company because there's all of these, Pepper's ghosts hauntings all over the place. And I'm like hanging out in this creepy Victorian mansion.
But here's the thing. What if you're upstaged by one of their fake ghosts? Then you're just going to get angry. And then you might like burn the place down. And then there goes the Haunted Mansion.
That's true. But the good news is if I burn that Haunted Mansion down, I just move to the one in California. There's one in Paris, I think. There's a different type of one in Tokyo. So like, I think the Tokyo one is a different story. See, I think they're all hauntings, but in Tokyo, it's like less about ghosts because it's like a different view of the afterlife, I think. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember exactly what it is.
I would love to go to Tokyo. Not going to go to Disney when I'm at Tokyo. Sorry to anybody who's done that.
Sorry to this man. I feel like if you're visiting Tokyo, Disney should be one of the lower things on your list. It's like when people visit a different city and go to the movies. That's what I never understood. Like, let's say you're going to, you've never been to like, I don't know, give me a city, Charlotte, North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah.
Beautiful city, haunted as hell. So you're going to Charlotte and you spend 3 hours of your day watching the new Jurassic World movie in your local multiplex. Like, what are you doing?
Unless it's raining.
Even then, like, go to a museum or go to, not everything is outside.
That's true. Yeah. Or go to like the local bar, have a chat with the bartender, that type of thing.
Am I being too judgy?
No, you're not. No, I mean, I hardcore judge anyone who like has hit up all the Disneys, Tokyo, Paris.
Kathleen, you've never been to Disney. You don't know what you're missing.
I do know what I'm missing. And I am missing possession of my money because those places will suck you dry.
They will, but they're so high. Like, they're so surreal with how just perfect everything is. And like, that under it all is this level of kind of creepiness And you know, also like all of the employees are banging each other. Like the kid who plays Cinderella is banging the dude who plays Aladdin. You know they are.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
there's just, and it's haunted. It's said to be haunted. So there's like all of this creepy stuff. I don't understand. You've never been. It's like I think it's probably like having children. You'll never understand love unless you have a kid. Like, yeah, I hear you. But like, you'll never understand Disney until you go.
Never. Good save, Bethany. Good save. Before we move on, I have a very important question for you.
Sure.
Where do ghosts buy their groceries?
Where do ghosts buy their groceries?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
At the ghostery store.
No, I believe that was a stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say at the spooper market.
Oh, that's good too.
At the spooper market.
What's a ghost's favorite dessert?
I don't know.
Ice cream. Ice cream.
Ah, yes. I like that.
Oh, Courtney said the bodega.
By the way, Kathleen, people are not happy with you.
I'm sorry.
Danielle said, Kathleen, you got to at least read the creepy Disneyland Reddits. Yes, you do. Mm-hmm. And Hannah said, Kathleen, the level of betrayal I feel at your disinterest in Disney World is unmatched. I
suck a nut, Hannah.
No, what the hell, Kathleen?
I'm sorry. I take it back. If she wasn't, if we weren't friends with Hannah, I wouldn't say that. Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to do a game?
Yes, please.
We have 2 games we can play. One is called There's Been a Murder, and one is called A Cozy Mystery.
Oh, let's do the cozy mystery.
Okay. What this is simply true or false. I name the title of a cozy mystery TV show you can find on Acorn TV, not an ad. And you tell me if it's a real cozy mystery show or not.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Gentle listeners, play along. You can also write this down and play it later with your coworkers as a team building exercise.
Wait, should we invite someone up to come and play?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who wants to play? Write in the chat. Who wants to go
play?
Participate? Maybe I should invite Hannah up since I gave her I was verbally rude to her.
You're very mean.
Okay, Hannah.
By the way, my eyes are 2 different colors. I don't know if you can tell. This one's purple.
Oh my God, look at you. You're a regular Kate.
Bosworth.
Nope.
Yep.
Beckinsale?
Nope.
Nope.
Bosworth.
Okay.
Okay, while we're waiting for Hannah to show up.
Yeah.
I don't know, Hannah, take your time. It's fine. I'm going to get some rum.
Hi!
I grabbed my witch hat just for the occasion.
You look darling, witch.
Thank you.
Ooh, and your sweatshirt's got like some eyeballs on
Yeah,
it.
the little eyeballs.
Hannah!
I didn't have a costume, so I figured this was like, pretty close-ish.
Yeah.
Hannah, that hat is bomb ass, and I've been seeing ladies wearing them. Where'd you get it?
Etsy. Although I felt a little betrayed because it was definitely made in some sort of like factory, but it's fine.
Oh.
It's fine. Oh, because I was like, I'm going to support a small business, and I'm assuming I did, but anyway, I digress. I'm very happy with it, and it has little like wires so I can like adjust it. If I want to be curious or whatever.
Yeah, it's frustrating because I feel like Etsy is starting to turn into just another like Amazon.
Yep.
Yes.
Where companies are like, oh yeah, we're going to give our shop a whimsical name, but it's really just Amazon.
So let me, just a little hot tip on Etsy. This is how you figure out if it's like a real small vendor or not. You have to like Google their Etsy name and then also see if they have a legit website. Because if they don't have like website and social and stuff to support what they do, chances are they're just buying that stuff from, in bulk from factories and then reselling it to you.
That's good.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Good point.
Good hot tip, Kathleen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Hannah.
I'm ready.
Or false? Is this a cozy mystery show on Acorn? Queens of Mystery.
I thought having Acorn would give me an advantage. It does not. I'm going to say no, it's not.
It is.
Damn
It
it.
is a lovely show I just discovered.
What's it about?
It is about this girl. She's in her 20s and she becomes the detective in her hometown, in her tiny, cozy British village. And when she was a child, her mother died. Her father, we don't know where he went. So she's been raised by her 3 aunts, and they all write mystery novels of different types.
Get out of here.
So as she's solving crimes, they're like meddling in the background, also investigating the crimes. And it's so good. And they've only made 1 season. Season 2 debuts in November. It's called Queens of Mystery. I love this show.
Typing it just to make sure I didn't forget.
Yep. It has like a kind of, it has, I hate the word quirky because it's overused, but it's a quirky sort of like, the opening titles are like pop-up books, and it's very magical and like
whimsy. Yeah. It has
it's
whimsy.
There's definitely whimsy. So highly recommend Queens of Mystery. Okay.
I love TV show openers that have like textures and textiles and like layered paper instead of actual video.
You should watch the opening titles of Queens of Mystery.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I'm adding it to the list.
Okay.
Yes.
We are Taylor and I have watched Franny Fisher's Murder Mysteries like straight through, I don't know, a dozen times. And Father Brown.
Father Brown.
Yes, love Father Brown. You know, I respect him so much. As if he was if he was a real priest, I might have stayed in the Catholic Church. I would have thought.
Yeah. He was real understanding. Have you watched I always want to call it Shrimptonshire. It's another one about a vicar. Hold on, I'm right on Acorn. If you're not
Dana says she loves Father Brown as well, and there's one called Grantchester. It's on PBS that she loves. Yeah,
Grantchester.
Mm-hmm.
That's also about a vicar, but this vicar's hot.
Oh, like
love a hot vicar.
Grantchester. I'm texting these to my spouse as we're talking so that he can add them to the list while he's hanging out in the living room.
Okay, Hannah, do you want to do another one? Do you want to try another one?
I'll try another one. I'm ready.
True or false? My life is murder.
Oh, God. I'm going to say it's real because I want it to be real.
It is real. Starring Lucy Lawless. And fun fact, we just did the season finale of season 2, and the chick who played Gabby in Xena Warrior Princess special guested. So they were back together, and it was amazing.
Oh, this is, I've never been more pleased that I've made it to a live show because I'm picking up a lot. We're a Xena house. Yeah. So my life.
I
really thought that was going to be a trick question. And you're going to be like, trick question. It's on Oxygen.
No, it's on Ikron. Okay, one more, Hannah.
Okay.
True or false? This is a cozy mystery show. Death at Sandershireton Lane.
Sandershireton Lane.
Death at Sandershireton Lane.
I'm going to say it's not.
It is not. It is not.
2 for 3. I mean, 66%. I mean, it's not passing, but it's better than I did in some math classes. So
D's get degrees, baby.
I just googled death at Sandershireton Lane, and a lot of news stories about arson, murder, and truck crashes are popping up.
So I love the hat, but it's so warm, so it's gonna be retired. I also sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
I held onto this just in case there's an opportunity. This is a picture of me on Halloween when I was probably 4, and it is both the best and the worst costume I've ever had. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm a dice, and I have a mullet, and I'm absolutely miserable.
I think everyone does one of those box costumes where you think it's a good idea to use a cardboard box, but your hands are so limited. And like if the bag
like a
gets
little-
heavy, you can't hold the bag with 2 hands, so you're sort of like.
I'm clearly like snotty, and I have a mullet, and have little like T-Rex hands.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's this costume haunts me. I still have family mention it like from year to year. Like, hey, remember that time?
I
when
do
you were
like.
dice?
I do like that someone, probably your parents, took the initiative to get you some white gloves to really
Mhm.
finish
Yes,
off
right?
the look. You
The
know.
small touches really matter.
Yeah.
Very important.
You know, but I gotta say, the costumes that are like mundane, everyday, normal things were always my favorite when I was a kid, because I was always jealous of the kids who like showed up as like salt and pepper shakers or like a toothbrush and toothpaste. I was like, that's what I want to be, and I had to go as like, I don't know, princess, or a 50s girl with like a hoop skirt and whatnot.
That's
I never had like a princess phase. Every other picture of me from Halloween, I am either a witch or I ask to be covered in blood, and I'm just like, make me bloody. And I'm like 6 years old, and I have like blood all over my face, and I'm like really excited. I was
That's
weird.
cool.
Bloody
Wait,
kid.
did you guys see the meme? Did you humans see the meme where someone's like, oh, all the trick-or-treaters were gone, and then one final kid shows up at my door, and all he is dressed in red, and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm your period, and I'm late. So good. I know.
Well done.
Well done.
I'm very impressed.
Hannah, thank you so
said-
much.
Thank you,
Hannah.
Hannah.
We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Danielle said, I was Elvira when I was about 7. I only realized in retrospect that it may not have been the most appropriate costume. Nope. Elvira is amazing. So we love Elvira.
Or the kids, like the elementary and middle school kids going as Squid Games. It's like,
No.
it's a TV show about death, right?
Yeah. You know what, though? Kids can handle it. It's also a commentary on the inequities of society.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I have a very important question for you, Bethany.
Yes, tell me.
And actually, this is not going to be this is not actually going to be a joke. I've got 50 spooky questions to ask your friend group to get in the Halloween spirit. Okay.
Love it. Love it.
If you were going to commit a murder, how would you go about it?
Ooh. And I'm saying this on recording.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, I used to think that you could take a pin
Mm-hmm.
and poke it into the base of someone's skull, and it would like kill him instantly, which I've come to learn it will. However, the medical examiner will find that little point. They'll find that little hole in the back of the neck. So
yeah,
you can't use it. I think I'd stab him through the chest with an icicle.
Oh.
In like a hot room.
No fingerprints.
No fingerprints, no weapon.
No.
You know?
Oh, Bethany.
What about you?
Smart.
What'd you do?
Well, there's that one episode of Law and Order where someone gets injected with like an air bubble.
Oh, that'll do it.
I always lean towards the air bubble, but then, like a slow poisoning too, that might be like my poison of choice.
Yeah, slowly over time.
Yeah,
Jennifer said poison. Jason said Everglades. Let the gators eat them. That's true.
Mm-hmm. They slipped.
They slipped and fell into the pigs. Also, won't pigs eat people?
Michelle says poisoning by elderberry. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think pigs will eat you. Danielle said, this is off topic. I need to tell you about Urbex Hill because of what you talked about, liminal spaces. Check it out on YouTube. Dude is super hottie that explores creepy abandoned buildings.
Ooh.
Cool.
Ooh.
Cool.
Hannah says that her mom would also choose an icicle.
I love that you know that.
Mm.
My mom has always said her weapon of choice would be an icicle. Here's the problem. You can't tell that many people, because now if someone gets killed with an icicle, everyone knows it's you. Like, I will have to choose a different mode of murder now because I've said icicle,
Yeah. But then you could just do it with an icicle and be like, why would I do that? Because I said it on a live podcast. So, what was that?
My lights all fell down with very little consideration for the fact that I'm doing a live show.
How dare they?
All right. Does extra belladonna really work? I think it does.
What's that?
Poison.
Oh, is it a flower? It sounds beautiful.
Yeah, belladonna. I think it's a flower.
Ooh, poisonous pasta. Everybody loves pasta.
So what poison would you use? Because some poisons taste really weird.
Okay, let's see. Tasteless poisons.
Well, I know that antifreeze used to taste sweet, but they've stopped making it taste sweet because people were using that to poison a lot.
Let's see. Thallium is tasteless, colorless, and deadly.
How can one get thallium, theoretically?
I
Where to
don't
find
know.
thallium?
On the black market, I imagine.
Jill said the daycare I used to work at was super haunted. I want to know.
Haunted
Jill from
children.
Spokane, can you come up, Jill? Are you willing to come on camera?
Jill's always down for a good time. Jill is coming to New York pretty soon because she's running the marathon.
Why? Why
So-
would you run
Hey.
that far?
What?
Why are you going to run that far?
What, the marathon?
Yeah.
Yes, the marathon.
Why not?
Because
I've
it's
done it before.
26.2
Well, I'm gonna look
miles.
at this.
Oh, this is like a thing you do.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
actually a gorgeous setup, yeah.
My
Wow.
dad made it.
So you're athletic. What's that like?
Yeah. Yeah, so the daycare I used to work at was haunted. Sorry, I'm looking for a shirt.
That's okay. Shirts are important.
I mean, so it was a really old house, and the daycare was in the basement, not the basement, but lower level. The kids never were allowed upstairs, and my coworker was upstairs closing, like getting ready to close, and she went into this like supply room, and it was a door that on the outside had like one of those latches that you would stick like a padlock through.
On the outside
of the room, that you'd have to close the door, and then somebody would have to physically latch it. And so all of a sudden I'm like, where's Cammie? And I look, and she's like, I hear this banging. The door had closed and the latch had closed. It's better. So the third level of the thing was like an attic, and we were just, I don't remember why we went upstairs. We go upstairs, and all of a sudden I have pictures somewhere. There's writing like somebody was practicing their old style cursive, and there was child-sized footprints in the dust, and no kids were ever up there. Yeah. And like the random toilet would randomly flush, and we're just like, yeah.
Well, it's good to flush a toilet every now and then, especially one that doesn't get used.
That's true. Keep that water going through. How old was
the
this
toilet
house?
didn't work.
Oh.
How old was this house?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It was purchased by the hospital that the hospital there, and they converted it into a daycare for staff, and that's where I worked. So,
Like in Grey's Anatomy when they drop all their kids off at the daycare for the hospital.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow,
So-
that's horrifying and also exciting.
Well,
Yes.
Jill, what day is the marathon?
It's November 7th. I arrive next Thursday.
Wow. So we probably won't speak to you before then. So good luck.
Yeah. So I'm staying in Times Square.
Oh, fun.
At the Marriott or at the Hilton?
The Pod Hotel.
Oh, what's that Pod Hotel called? Is it just the Pod Hotel or?
Yeah, I
Okay.
stayed there last time. I did the marathon too. So
Because
What's the
there's
hotel?
another one that's like starts with a Y. That's that. It's also
The
like a pod.
Yotel?
Yeah, Yotel. That's also a pod type hotel.
yes, yeah, but this one's called the Pod Hotel. Yeah.
How did I get on here?
Well, Jill, good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have fun.
So I invited Amanda up because she just recently ran a race where she ran 10 miles.
God, I ran 10 miles and then I haven't really left my house since.
You don't ever have to leave your house again. You didn't hear
My body shut down. It was like, no, you can't do that.
that's too far to run.
And it's crazy because I like told everyone about it, so my coworkers all wanted to see me, and I was like, I can't walk. Or I called the urgent care because I thought I was sick, and they're like, no, you just weren't prepared. Your lungs are really bad. So
That's amazing.
I am unfit, but I am running a 5K next weekend, so I don't know what my problem is.
That's amazing. 10 miles is more than I can even think straight about.
Honestly, I cried as I crossed the finish line, and I'm not like Jill. I know Jill is very, very dedicated, and I was just like in my head, like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
But you did it.
I did do it, and I have a medal to show for it, and I'm very proud of myself. But 100% never do it again.
Yeah.
You know what?
You deserve a round
That's
of
incredible.
applause.
Thank you. But really, the thing asked me to come on, and I was like, did I do something? Did I invite myself up here?
You
No,
ran.
I invited you because I saw you running on Instagram or Facebook or something.
Oh, yeah. I was really dedicated until... No, I'm not Jill. Jill is definitely an all-star.
That's amazing.
Well, good luck next weekend.
And you guys, this is great. I love your costumes.
Oh,
Thank you. The easiest. The easiest.
Talk soon, Amanda.
Bye. Man, running is amazing. I have so much respect for it. I'm not a runner.
Remember when you tried to be?
Yeah, I hit a runner's high once.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing. It was really cool. I think I would run again if I had a gym membership, but I just don't. There's not like a gym close to me that I'm willing to pay for. The only gyms close to me are like the ones that are $200 a month, and I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to run outside because like there's too many people on the sidewalks, and then you can't keep a consistent pace. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I hear you. Everybody in Hoboken is fit. Everybody's always running everywhere. And I just don't want to be the one out there that's like slow. And then, you know, they always got to do the runner's honk, like coming at you on the left. And just, all right, pass me.
I'm sorry. Jennifer said, I'm supposed to run a half marathon in February. Haven't started training. I'm still good, right?
Yeah.
Jill said yes. When should Jennifer start thinking about training?
Michelle says that I walk faster than she can run.
Yeah, I don't know. Kathleen, do you have another story for us?
Yes. This comes from Mashable, and it is titled 15 Spooky Stories That Will Keep You Up at Night.
Oh, no. What if I want to sleep?
Here is a 2-sentence horror story from Reddit, from the Reddit user Atom Farmer. Ready?
Yeah.
I finally found my wife the kidney she needed. It took forever to track down everyone she donated organs to after the crash. Do you get it?
The kidney she needed.
She needed a kidney, but she was already dead. And so then they tracked down the organs. I don't know.
Why did she need a kidney if she was dead?
I don't. Okay, let's move on to something that makes a little bit more sense.
Okay.
Okay. This comes from the Reddit user Excrement Cranium. Okay. In high school, my friends and I were messing around with an Ouija board one night. We had done it before, and nothing remarkable had ever happened. We usually did it to try and scare each other or our girlfriends. We all thought it was a joke. That night, there was no one else home except the 7 of us, and we were all together around the board. One of the girls there wanted to try it. She had never done the Ouija board before. This time was different. The board misspelled some of the words the same way every single time, and it gave answers that seemed really historically accurate for our town. Things that we didn't even know or cared about. Long story short, the spirit claims that it was a 10-year-old boy who had died on the property in the 1800s and that he was buried there in an unmarked grave. Now, we were at my friend's house on a farm on the edge of town. We were all a little freaked out because the board had never been so detailed and consistent. However, we were still skeptical, and we were all assuming that one of us was trying to scare the rest. Finally, my friend asked if the spirit could do something to prove that he was there with us. It went to yes, and then it spelled out K-N-O-C-K. Then the planchette stopped moving, and we all just stared at it silently, and then there was a on the window right next to us. The lights were outside, The lights were on outside, but there is absolutely no one there. We never touched that effing board again.
That's awful. I love that. I hate it.
I went to the dentist today.
The spookiest of the errands.
And and I have like a, you know, when you have they take your x-rays and they're like, "Ooh, I see a shadow." And a shadow means a cavity.
Yep.
So they were like, we're not sure if we want to drill into it or just watch it. And I was like, well, if I use a lot of fluoride, can it reverse itself? And they're like, no, it can't really reverse itself. And I said, well, the veil is very thin on Sunday. Can I contact the tooth fairy and ask her to reverse it for me?
Yeah, what did they say?
They were laughing. It was a good joke.
But they didn't give a confirm yes or no.
You had to be there, I guess.
Yeah. No, that's, you know what? I'm still just like on dentist.
Mm-hmm.
Just hate it. Just hate it. One of the good things about losing your teeth look amazing. One of the great things about losing my insurance is that's my excuse to not go to the dentist.
Yeah, I hadn't been in a very long time, but you know, I went finally, and I was like, "How bad is it?" And they're like, "Not that bad."
Any cavities?
Just that one shadow.
All right, just keep an eye on it. I have a potential root canal that we're just keeping an eye on. We're just gonna watch it. We're just gonna keep watching it.
How does that work? Are you just saying that because you don't have insurance, or?
No, we've been watching it for like 2 years. It's this tooth that, by all accounts, should be causing me a severe amount of pain.
Huh.
But nothing. So we're just watching it.
Maybe your heart is in so much pain that it doesn't even feel your tooth.
I know. Like, there's other parts of my body that are in so much pain. Yeah, so we're just sort of like, well, it doesn't hurt, but it should. We're just going to keep an eye on it.
You rub some whiskey on it. That's how you do it.
Yeah, which works, by the way. I had a wisdom tooth coming in one Christmas, and my dad, I was like 25. My dad rubbed some whiskey on it, and it felt great.
That's what you're supposed to do with babies when their teeth are coming in.
Yeah, rub a little whiskey on them. They'll be fine. I have a game. Well, I have a couple more. Kathleen, do you want to guess if these are real TV shows or not?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, is the show Agatha Raisin? Is that a real show?
Yes.
It is. I'm watching it right now. It's a delight.
Where is it on?
Acorn. These are all on Acorn.
Oh, Acorn. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Agatha Raisin is about a woman who works in PR at like a high-level PR firm in London.
Oh.
And retires young young like in her, I think, late 40s, early 50s, to move to the Cotswolds. And she starts solving mysteries there.
Oh, see, I would have guessed that's about a writer who's a big fan of Agatha Christie, and then their sister dies, and then they have to raise their sister's children, so it's like Agatha raising children.
Like the children is implied.
Yeah.
What about this show, The Vicar's a Killer? Is that a real show? The Vicar's a Killer.
Every time I hear the word vicar, I just think of that like softcore book that Rachel Green used to keep next to her bed in Friends that Joey found.
What was it called? I didn't really watch Friends.
It was like he opens it up and it's about like how the vicar is going to ravage the farmer's daughter or something.
Look, there's nothing hotter than a sexy vicar. Like Fleabag had sexy priest.
Yeah.
Bradfordshire has 2 sexy vicars.
Yeah, yeah.
And the nice thing is, like, apparently vicars are allowed to marry, so you're not allowed to have a lady friend. I
didn't realize that vicars were from the church. I thought that they were just kind of like a troubadour or something. No, they're like priests. They're like, yeah, they wear a collar. I don't really know the difference between a vicar and a priest. Let's ask. Hey, yeah. Siri, what's the difference between a vicar and a priest?
Okay, I found this on the web for if you're what's the difference between a vicar and a priest?
My Siri's an Australian man.
Hot.
Let's see. Let's look. Use my Face ID.
Yeah, Amanda wants to know why your Siri is so sexy.
So sexy. All right, Cora's taking forever to open up. Okay, what's the difference between a vicar and a priest? Already said. I really thought that a vicar was like a fancy vagrant. You know, like maybe a vicar wears a collared shirt, but still like, kind of semi-homeless. A vicar is not a holy order, but the job title of a priest who has a freehold of a parish under English law, i.e. basically the priest in charge of a parish.
Oh.
A given
okay.
church we have several priests, but only one of them will be the vicar.
Mm.
Oh, so it's a job. Oh, so it's like a priest who has the job of vicar.
Gotcha. Okay,
So, like,
cool.
Everyone's a priest. It's like
Yeah.
it's like if you and I are podcasters, but only one of us can be the president of the podcast.
Oh, gotcha.
I think that's what it is.
Gotcha. You know, Bethany, I'm looking into this murder theory of yours, like putting a pin through the neck will kill you.
Yeah.
But apparently it doesn't kill you right away. It kills you months later, weeks or months later.
Oh.
Because it'll introduce a variant of staph.
Oh, you'll
Yeah.
get poisoned.
Yeah,
It's
and it'll
okay, poison.
contaminate the blood vessels and migrate to the brain.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought it was like, yeah, I think I watched a show where they poked it like right in the base of the brain and it made the person, real show or not, asks Danielle. Everyone's a priest.
Oh shit. Is it a real show?
I'm guessing no, but if it was one, I would watch it. Everyone's a priest.
Oh, wait. No. The show that you were talking about, the Vicar show.
Oh, no.
It's not. Okay.
Not real. The Vicar's a killer. No, that's not real. But
But
I would watch it if it was.
Do you have another?
Yeah, sure. I have a couple more.
Okay.
Ladies of Letters.
True.
Ladies, it is. I've never watched it, but it was on my Acorn suggested watch list. And then the last one, if Midsummer Murders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
a
the
real
show.
one.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
real
you
one.
talk about that all the time.
All
I would
the
have to be deaf to not hear, to say no to that.
Like years ago, I think I did a quiz on the podcast of like what Midsummer Murders character would you be? Like back when we really didn't worry about quality. I think that was my topic. Hi, David. David's here.
Hi, David.
What's up, David? Okay, I have one other game if we want to play it and when we want to play it.
But first, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Why don't mummies take time off from work?
Why?
They're afraid to unwind.
Yeah.
I really like that one. That's a good one.
It's also a commentary on the worker status of the American culture.
In your opinion, what's the most brutal way to die? And Buds, I want to hear from you in the chat group too. What do you think is the most brutal way to die?
Dana said drowning. I think drowning.
Being stabbed by your partner, like by your loved one, maybe.
I mean, I think that's emotionally more devastating. Being burned. Suffocation is bad. I think suffocation's bad. Burning, being burned, drowning or suffocation, drowning.
Oh, Diana has a joke for us. Why did the witch divorce the warlock? Mary says taxidermied alive is the worst way to die.
Caitlin said freezing to death. I heard somewhere that when you freeze to death, you sort of get high, but that may have just been in a novel. Like at some point, you sort of like hit an ecstasy point where you're just numb.
Oh, maybe being bitten by a poisonous snake where you literally only have like 3 minutes to live,
And it just hurts.
And it hurts and you're conscious of it and you don't have enough time to call all your loved ones.
Yeah. Wait, I want to know why did the witch?
Oh, because he had a Halloweenie.
That makes sense. Trying to take a cool Instagram pic and falling off a cliff. I think that, Jessica, because I think with that must come this sense of total disbelief.
Yeah.
That like, oh no, like, is this happening? Oh no, it's happening. Like this is actually happening. Like that feeling you get when you see a car crash coming and you're about to get in a car wreck and you're like, oh my God, is this actually happening? And then it is, and you're like hit with the reality of that. I think that would be awful.
Yeah, you're like, oh, so this is how it ends. Like, you're so aware that it's like a reason that's stupid, not even a reason that's like a good reason. You know, like you stole $1 million and now someone's out for revenge.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like I saw a video. It was kind of dark of this guy who would do like Instagram and YouTube videos of him doing pull-ups from like insane places, and this video shows him doing pull-ups and he realizes something happened where he realizes he can't get himself up.
No thanks.
And he just like that moment of like, oh, this isn't gonna work. Anyway.
And then he died?
Yeah. Allie said, you do get loopy. That's a stage of hypothermia. Yeah, so I feel like freezing to death isn't the worst. Well, I mean, it's bad. It's like not the worst.
Alexandra says that happens in San Diego a lot where people are taking Insta pictures and they fall off a dang cliff.
Don't fall. Look where you're going when you're by a cliff.
I just like, let's not go to the edge anymore. How about that?
The amount of people who stand right on the edge with their backs against the Grand Canyon in the wind is insane. Yeah. Kathleen, as two people who have been to the Grand Canyon and took photos at the Grand Canyon, we were super far away from the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
We were like, there were moments where, remember Hot Dad and his son?
Oh, I remember Hot Dad. I wanted you to marry Hot Dad.
Yeah, he was real dumb. Turns out he was real dumb.
He wasn't smart, yeah.
But so hot. He and his son were like sitting like down on a part of a rock that like slid down, and they were like getting kind of far down to get a picture. I was like, Hot Dad and your stupid kid, like you're gonna die.
You're both
gonna die. That was the second time they both almost died when we were in the Grand Canyon.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Well, hi, Minerva. Minerva says hello.
Let's see. Oh, hi. Can I tell you another spooky story?
Please.
Okay. This one comes from Reddit user Josh Second.
Oh, the second Josh.
Says, not me, but my sister. Her husband and her had just had their first child a few months prior. My brother-in-law was working the graveyard shift at his job as my sister stayed home taking care of my nephew. Excuse me. Around 2 a.m., she heard a loud knocking on her back door. She went to go check it out and saw a lady banging on the door asking for my sister to let her in. The lady told my sister that her husband had just beat her down the street and was looking for her. My sister was hesitant to let her in since she had a newborn in the house and didn't want to interfere. Oh my God, what would you do?
I can't let her in.
I mean, there's a woman that's like, my husband had just beat me and I ran down the street and now he's coming for me. I mean,
okay. Oh, I misunderstood that. I thought that that's why I was confused. I thought that this strange woman and our friend's husband were both running down the street, but the woman beat him to the house.
No. He had beat her and now she was running for her life. Do you let this woman in? She could be lying.
I do let her in, but I never take my eyes off her and I never turn my back to her.
I let her in. I tell her to walk to the bathroom and then I lock her in.
You can't lock in a woman you can't, because what if she's actually traumatized? Now you could be charged with wrongful kidnapping.
Yeah, but what if she does some shit to you and now two people are traumatized? No, thank you. I'm going to put her in a closet. I'm going to shove a big heavy dresser up that closet. And then I'm going to call the police and be like, she's in the closet. Check her out.
This woman came for help. I locked her in my bathroom.
Or you like open your car and you're like, with the clicker from the house, you're like, get in the car. I'm going to lock the car. He won't be able to get you.
So what's the rest of the story?
Okay, let me tell you. She told the lady that the best she could do was call the police for her. Smart.
Yep, smart.
The lady told my sister not to call the police, but to let her in.
Uh-oh.
This is where my sister got suspicious. She went to get her phone and she called 911. When she went back to the door, the lady was gone. The police arrived a few minutes later, and they told my sister that the same situation had happened a few streets down. Apparently, this couple would do this act to try and get into people's homes. I'm sure this is very common, but having it almost happen to my sister and my nephew just creeps me out. That is some real Clockwork Orange shit.
That's awful. Like, there's a certain amount of I hope the karma is
Yeah.
awful and swift, because to use abuse as a way to trick someone is like,
Yeah.
there are people who legitimately are running from people and they want to get and they need help, and now no one's going to let anyone in. That sucks.
That's you literally, I'm sorry, but like, you can't trust anybody. If you are in that situation where you're running for your life, I see why you might try that, but it might be worth your time to just look for a better hiding spot instead.
I don't know. I would at least be like, call 911, because at least if you're actually in trouble and someone offers to call 911, you're going to be like, yes, call 911. Whereas like this chick is like, don't call 911.
No. At the end of the last podcast that we just released yesterday, it was I think it was the fingerprint. It was the fingerprint latent fingerprint expert. She called in and left us a voicemail and said that if you keep your garage door opener in your car and your car is parked outside your house for some reason, and then you don't lock, that the door from your house to the garage, that's how a lot of burglaries happen. People will get into your house because they break into your car and then they use the garage door.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
That sucks.
Yeah, you got to keep it with you. Like, you can't keep your keys, your house keys or your keys like right there in a basket when you open the door, because if someone opens the door, they grab your keys. Now they have access to your house at all times, and they have access to your car.
So you have to lock.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, this is good. You have to lock everything. You have to lock like the side, that side door.
I'm a total bummer right now.
No, it's important. This is important for us to know. We had so many people come out of the woodwork and say that they never lock their front doors. And it's like,
get out of here.
You got to now. You have to lock your front doors.
All right, should I cheer us up with some jokes?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's see. Where did my jokes? Oh no, did I click out of my jokes?
Oh no.
Oh no, Bethany. Okay, no, 50. Okay. Are you afraid of clowns?
Not really. I mean, I don't like them. I think I don't want them. Like, if I see them in the realm of some type of clown related activity, like if I'm at a circus for some reason and I see a clown, I'm fine. But if I'm like walking through a field and I see a clown, I'm going to lose my mind.
No, thank you. No.
But like, frankly, if I walk through a field and I see a vicar, I'm also going to lose my mind. Like, why is anyone in a field?
Yeah, if I walk through a field and see anybody, I'm going to lose my mind.
If I walk through a field and Barack Obama is standing there, I'm going to be like, Gary, why are you in this field?
Okay, what do witches ask for at a hotel?
Broom service.
You're so smart. Wait, hang on. I've got a few more for you. What is a mummy's favorite type of music?
Rap.
Yes. You are so smart, Bethany.
Danielle is asking BB, why are you in the field? Great question. Because not on my own volition. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're looking for Edward Cullen. Okay. Which monsters love to dance? What type of monster most loves to dance?
I don't know.
The boogeyman.
The boogeyman.
Gentle listeners, I want to hear what your favorite 2 questions in the chat group. Either what's your favorite part of Halloween, or what are you most afraid of in this life?
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
By the way, Michelle is telling this story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. Beep bop boop. Hannah said, historically, I've been bad at saying no. I once gave a woman I just met a ride to Walmart. I was Hannah.
Bad girl.
Hannah. No, but she shouldn't be shamed for being a nice person.
No, you have to shame people for being nice because it will save their lives.
No, do not shame them for being nice. Just say, like, maybe next time don't do that, but do not ever shame someone for being nice. Because it's a good thing to be. A woman, Michelle said, a woman at the post office approached my passenger door and was like, I need a ride to Walmart. And I'm like, okay.
Nah. Wait, seriously? Nah.
Everyone's giving people trips to Walmart.
We have
Okay.
a birthday girl coming up to say hello to us.
Okay, amazing.
Mm-hmm. Do you wish you were born on Halloween, Bethany?
Yeah, because I've heard that if you're born on Halloween, you're a little bit more psychic.
I don't know if that's true. You know my friend Doug that I always talk about on the podcast.
Yeah.
The average white man, Doug.
Yeah.
He is born on Halloween, and he's definitely not psychic. Hey, Aubrey.
Hi.
Hi,
Happy
Aubrey.
birthday.
Thank you.
So is your birthday on Halloween?
Yes.
Do you feel like you're a little bit more psychic?
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I feel like because you're born on a day where the veil is so very thin,
Mhm.
you're like a little bit more connected.
Yeah. I just feel scarier than most.
How many Halloween-themed birthday parties did you have growing up?
I think like 2. Usually it was
Really?
just
That's
kind of
it?
just shoved together. Yeah. Which
Yeah.
kind of sucked, but
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks. I mean, my birthday isn't a holiday, but it's close to Christmas, so I was always very like specific about they are separate. Birthday is one thing, Christmas is one thing. Like we do not combine.
right.
But
Yeah.
Allison says your eyebrows are on point, which they
Oh,
They are.
thank you. I tried very hard today. I actually put them on.
are.
What is your wish for yourself for this next coming year?
Just be happier, do things that make me happy. I'm turning 30, so
Dirty
That's-
30.
different.
Yeah, 30 is when you realize that you're amazing. I feel like 30 or 30s are like, oh, you get rid of all the bullshit you didn't want to do in your 20s that you didn't know you didn't have to do.
Right.
You're good.
True story. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you going to celebrate on Sunday?
We live in Wisconsin, so we're going to the Dells on Saturday.
Fun.
Yeah.
Is Tommy Bartlett's Robot World still there or no?
Think so. At least his show is. I don't know if the Robot World is, but
We never went to the
show
Robot
is.
World. We never actually got a chance to.
Okay, yeah.
So
I mean, I don't think I ever did, but
Well, have fun. Are you going to Noah's Ark or what are you doing?
we're going to the Great Wolf Lodge.
Fun.
A little cold for Noah's Ark outdoor
I know.
water park.
I figured they maybe put it inside at some point. I haven't been there in years.
That would be nice.
No, it'd
Well,
be
I
great.
learned tonight that hypothermia makes you feel kind of woozy, so
Oh,
it might be really
okay.
fun.
There you go. It's
Oh, well,
also
happy
Danielle's
birthday.
birthday on
Oh.
Halloween too. So
Well,
Danielle!
Danielle, happy birthday. Aubrey, I wish you much happiness this coming year.
Yeah. For
thank
sure.
you.
Talk to you later.
Mwah. Happy
Bye.
birthdays. Bye.
Ooh.
Ooh, gotta fix this. Gotta move this around.
The
Okay.
Great Wolf Lodge. Is that a chain? Because I feel like I've heard that before.
You know what? I don't know, but it does sound like a chain, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
also sounds like a very Midwestern thing because we have a lot of wolves. So,
Ooh.
the Timberwolves are Minnesota's
Yeah.
basketball team. There's one in Cincinnati. There's one in PA.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. That's the one in PA is the one I've heard of. Yeah.
Yeah. There's one
Bethany,
in-
you're drinking tonight. You usually don't drink.
I know, but you know what? Here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
You can tell because I'm getting a little pink and I'm feeling
Mhm.
warm. That's also because I had straight rum. So, what are you drinking?
Wine per usual.
I'm out of
A nice-
whiskey.
A nice bottle of Sauvignon Blanc, and see, there's a little
Oh.
sediment in the bottle. Can you see like the little bubbles there?
Yeah.
That's how you know it's the good stuff. There's sediment.
I didn't know that white wine got the sediment.
Yeah, of course. I got it from Vivino, sponsor of the podcast.
Yeah. By the way, Aubrey says I'm so tipsy. I'm sorry if that was awkward. Not at all. I didn't even know you were tipsy. That was impressive.
I want some tips on how to do eyebrows. Speaking of tipsy.
Yeah, for sure. Woohoo. Okay, that's great. Okay, awesome. I think we should bring
Yeah.
someone up
Yeah.
because I have a game called There's Been a Murder.
Who wants to play?
It is a multiple choice game, so you don't have to know anything about anything.
Okay.
So no pressure. Also, there's no you don't get anything if you win, so there's no pressure at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. There's why are you even playing? Because
Yeah.
you like our company.
It's all about Agatha Christie.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter if you know much about her or not, because it's not going to help you at all, because you don't win anything.
Hey, Jennifer.
You want to know how I know I love you?
How much?
I'm letting you see me like this.
Oh
I love
no,
you.
Jennifer, I'm gonna have to say goodbye because your connection's not great. I'm so sorry.
But you look wonderful.
You do.
Okay. Oh no.
Bye.
Oh no.
Jennifer from Queens. Let's see. Who else wants to play?
Does my hair just get like flat? Sometimes
What do you talk about, girlfriend?
happening.
Your hair's not flat.
So flat.
Flat like the earth, and the earth's not flat.
Okay, wait. There's been a murder. Does anyone else want to play a game?
There's been a murder. Let's see. Let's see if our friend Michelle will play with us.
Otherwise, Kathleen, I can just make you play it.
I mean, I will. I'll always play your games with you. I mean, we play mind games with each other every day.
Every day. Like, have I stolen all our money yet?
Michelle!
I was trying to dodge this so bad. I was like, please don't call me up. No, it's okay.
Okay. Michelle,
Yes.
do you want to play a game called There's Been a Murder?
There's been a murder. Yes, I would.
Gentle listeners, you can play in the chat along or write it down and use it as a team building exercise with your coworkers. Here we go. Number 1. These are all quotes that Agatha Christie purportedly said. Only one of them is actually a quote she purportedly said. The other 2 I made up. Okay? What is the real quote? 1, my characters can't be poisoned every time, but I'm happier when they are. Or, the best people are dead people. Or, if only my husband were one of my characters, then I could kill him off once and for all. Which one of those was actually something she said?
A.
You are right. My characters can't be poisoned when they are.
I wish that she had said C, because or that C was the real one, because that would be real good. That'd be a slap in the face to your husband.
Yeah, she does not have a good time. Okay, number 2. What type of murder did Agatha Christie use for over half of her characters' deaths? Was it drowning, poisoning, or stabbing through the heart with a billiard cue?
Poisoning. B.
B. It was poison. Love the poison. Poison. Isabel got it right too. Yep.
Congratulations, you win nothing.
You win nothing. Okay. Are we having fun? 3 more.
Yeah.
Okay. True or false? A man once killed his aunt using poisoned eye drops. Police searching his apartment found passages from an Agatha Christie book which used the same method of murder underlined. True or false?
Oh, I gotta believe that this is true.
It is true. Yep.
Behind this.
So in 1977 in France, an office worker killed his aunt by using poisoned eye drops. When officials searched his apartment, they found one of Agatha Christie's Miss Marple books on the shelf with the passages on poison underlined. I think she used belladonna, Kathleen, to your point.
Really?
Yep. So you're 3 for 3 right now. Well done.
Wow. I'm never this
good. Which of the following is not a poison that Agatha Christie used? Opium, cyanide, arsenic, foxglove, hemlock, strychnine, or acetaminophen?
Acetaminophen.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you should play the lottery today.
I know.
I promise I've never even read anything from Agatha Christie, so this is just funny.
This is great. Well, you got a leg up. You're going to recognize many things when you read those books. Okay, last one. When Agatha Christie disappeared from her life and was discovered at a hotel, what last name had she used to check into that hotel?
I remember this story.
Okay, good. I was going to see if you were listening. Was it her maiden name, her minister's last name, or the last name of her husband's mistress?
Was it the last name of her husband's mistress?
It was the last name of her husband's mistress. 5 for 5.
Agatha was ruthless.
Well done. Isabel got all 5.
Congratulations, Michelle. We will send
nothing.
you
won
an
nothing.
email with a smiley face.
I already have plenty of liquid IV. Also, the
Yep.
guava
Oh.
flavor, guys.
Did you try? You tried it? It's good.
Yes, I was passing it around at work today, and my coworker was like, "Here, let me give you a promo code because it's so good."
Thank you. Dude,
Wait, so,
guava's so good.
gentle listeners, if anybody hasn't realized by now, the guest that I kept talking about that I had last week was actually Michelle. And I sent her home. I was like, "What do you want?" I opened my pantry. I was like, "Here's liquid IV. Here's liquid IV. Here's liquid IV."
Yeah, it was
Michelle,
great.
you've seen Kathleen's house, and I have not. How is it?
Oh my gosh, I'm excited for what she's doing to it. I see inspiration everywhere because she has all of the different, like, what do you call them? Like color samples?
Yeah, the swatches. Yeah.
Swatches and just everything. So I can see the gears turning. I'm just excited to see how she puts it all together.
Oh, you're kind.
Very fun.
Kind. Oh, you know what you win tonight? I'm gonna win you. I'm gonna send you back those 2 socks you left here.
Thanks.
Thanks. Good night, Michelle.
Jennifer said sponsors need to give you all the money. I'm not going to say what partner it is, but I will say one of our beloved partners is no longer running ads on our show. And we found this out and we got really sad. We were like, we really enjoy working with them. And I asked,
we thought we did something wrong.
Yeah. We were like, what can we do differently? Like, are other shows doing something better? And they emailed back and said, no, it's nothing you've done. The client isn't paying their bills for the ad agency. So we're not working until they pay their bills.
No.
That's all we'll say. Oh, says Aubrey. Oh.
Excuse
That's
me.
a little drama in the podcasting world.
Man, I'm choking on my own drama.
Not Beta Brand, not Rothy's.
Nobody's guessed it yet.
Nope.
No, and we'll never say anyway.
No, we won't say it. Yeah, we're not going to say because we love them and we want them to come back. But yeah, it's a little funny. It's like it was another lesson of you can make up all the things why something is your fault, and it's usually never anything that you thought it was. It's like, oh no, I didn't. I just didn't. I wasn't paying my bill.
Yeah, exactly. What is a vampire's favorite fruit? A vampire's favorite fruit. Nectarine.
Nectarines. I was trying to find blood orange. Oh, everyone's guessing blood orange. That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one too. What does a skeleton say before eating?
Oh man.
Bon appetit. Bon appetit.
Isabel's nailing everything tonight. Isabel's like on it.
Wait, Isabel, can I invite you up and then ask you these and see how quickly you can get these jokes?
I feel like Isabel knows what's going on. Isabel, I have 31 jokes. Wait, what does that mean?
Is she cheating?
Isabel, are you cheating?
Oh my God. Okay, Bethany, let me ask you a question from this thought catalog list.
Yeah. Isabel says, Isabel, not cheating.
Does the sight of blood make you squeamish?
You know what? Now that I think about it, I haven't really seen a lot of blood. So I don't know. Does it make you squeamish?
I'm trying to think of a situation where I saw a lot of blood, and nothing recently is coming to mind. Though I do watch a lot of Grey's Anatomy.
But that's all fake blood. I feel like there's something between seeing a lot of fake blood because it's fake, Yeah. I feel like I haven't really seen blood.
I haven't seen anyone bleed out per se.
Yeah. And I think the most amount of blood I've ever seen is cutting myself shaving or, doing my own home surgery. I got my arm implant removed last week and my OB was cracking up that I was watching. She said most of her patients get freaked out.
I close my eyes when they take my blood. I can't watch it.
I watch it.
But that's just because you're a freak.
Yeah, I find it fascinating.
I mean, I would watch someone else's blood, but not my own. Jennifer said my dad got robbed and he came home with blood all over his face, and I threw a towel over his face to cover it because I couldn't stand it. Oh my God!
Not the most supportive. He was fine, by the way. She said, Danielle, my cat scratched me right near my eye a few weeks ago and it bled profusely. Wait, Aubrey, you've never had your blood drawn. How is that possible?
How are you not dead?
You've
Wait,
never.
Aubrey, I gotta invite you back up because we got to know about this.
How is that possible? You've never had to have like any blood test done?
Hey again.
How have you never had to have blood drawn?
I don't know. I never had to.
Do you not go to the doctor?
I go like to the gyno and they do my yearly checkup and everything. But they've never had any concerns where they needed to draw my blood.
I'm trying to think of all the reasons I've had my blood drawn.
Well, sometimes when you're getting like a physical, like you have to get a physical because your employer will say, if you get a physical and everything's okay, we'll make your health insurance cheaper, right?
Yeah. I'm on my husband's insurance.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had the option. It was like for life insurance or something. I get more money when he dies because he got his blood drawn and tested, and I get less when he dies because I opted out.
Get out of here.
And who just said I got my first, Hannah, I just got my first blood draw at 31. Yes. So like cholesterol, if you do a full STD panel, that's a blood draw.
You've never had any of that done?
Nope.
Wow.
Are you like, do you always feel well, or do you ignore it when you're not feeling well?
Yeah, I don't have any major concerns, like aside from like mental health.
Dana said, am I the only one listening thinking you all really need better doctors? Yeah, I'm sort of thrown that your doctor has never, ever requested like a panel of any kind.
Yeah, I never happened.
So what happens if they did? What would you do?
I would probably need a ride. Like, I'd be so woozy. I threw up when I got my nose pierced. That's how.
Your piercing is gorgeous, by the way,
Thank you.
and your eyes are like sparkling. By the way, are you at a bowling alley right now?
I am. I'm at my husband's bowling alley. I moved to the back corner.
I definitely heard pins and balls, and I was like,
both times
wait
you
a
call me,
second.
I'm like running to the back corner.
All of a sudden, I was craving French fries and a Corona. So
I'm about 3 caffeine diets in, so
That's amazing.
Okay,
well, that's good to know. I feel like it's probably time that you get some blood work done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cholesterol could be out of sight, and you would have no idea.
Come on, guys, with them today.
YOLO.
Says the girl who's just wasted.
Thanks,
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye. Crazy.
That's crazy. You have to get your blood taken and tested.
Yeah,
Angela said I was on a first name basis with a phlebotomist I was going so often. Yeah, I was having blood draws every month when I was in high school because I was on this acne medication and you had to get a monthly pregnancy tests.
Oh, Accutane?
I was on Accutane. So like, and even before that, I had my blood taken all the time.
See, now they make it so easy because my doctor has like a portal where I can log in and look at my results over time. And sometimes when I'm bored, I just log into my blood test portal and I like compare results, like levels from 2013 to 2022, and I do it to pass the time. It's fun.
Yeah, I feel like it's time to get a better doctor.
Like, don't you have a portal, Bethany, you can log into and see your results?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I spend significant amount of time Googling, when you're on the border of like normal to not normal and you're like, what does this mean? And then you Google it and you're like, I'm dying.
And it's like, they should not be giving us these results because we don't understand context. So like one was like, everything was normal, but then one was high and it had to do with my heart or something. And I was like, heart attack, I'm going to have a heart attack. And then I checked with my mom, who's a medical professional. She was like, no, because all of these other things are normal. This thing is fine. Like, you're fine. But because we don't know, we are just seeing that we panic.
But you know what? It's helpful because if you change doctors or if you move or something, you still have access to your old test results.
It's true. Does your portal block your weight if you want it to?
Nope, doesn't.
Mine does.
Oh, God.
If you have an eating disorder, they mark that on your chart and then it doesn't show your weight when you look at it, which is amazing.
Oh my God, I wish mine did that because it just goes up, up, up.
I don't know my weight. I haven't known my weight in like 5 years.
That's
I
amazing.
don't want to know. But yeah, shout out to One Medical because
Mhm.
they are amazing and awesome.
Let's do a horror story. Are you in the
Please.
mood for one?
I love a horror story.
Okay, let's see. Okay, this one is called A Reminder from the Past. And it is from Redditor YB Lovat.
That's quite a name.
When I was 16, my rapidly growing family finally moved to the house that I had spent my entire life in. What does that mean?
What? Say that again. One more time.
When I was around 16, my rapidly growing family finally moved from the house that I had spent my entire life in.
Gotcha. Great.
As you would expect, we had a lot of fond memories in this home. And we spent time remembering the things that we used to do in this house as we were packing up. At some point, I decided to go into the downstairs closet with a flashlight. And I wanted to read down there. Something that I used to do when I was younger to get some peace and quiet. Oh, that's kind of fun, read in a closet.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is one of those deep closets that go under the stairs. And it went back around 8 feet or so and then had a left turn into a very low space. Maybe it was 3 feet high.
No. That's a crawl space. Nothing good happens in a crawl space.
This space was largely occupied by a mountain of odd blankets and stuffed animals. Of course.
I'm also thinking about now how many bugs are in those blankets and stuffed animals.
And like mouse poop. You know when you go into a bin or like you go into a closet you haven't been in a while and you see all this mouse poop and you're like, oh shoot.
Yeah, it's not good. It's
not
nothing
good.
Okay, continue. Nothing good.
Okay. He said the blankets and stuffed animals were good because I needed something fluffy to sit and read on.
Okay.
About an hour in, I shift and I get a little comfortable and I hear a low, slow, warped, hoarse voice say, "You always make me happy." I flipped my shit. I hit my head on the low ceiling. I practically broke the door trying to get out. After hyperventilating and explaining to my family why there was no color left in my face, I went back to see what it was.
Why did you go back?
It was my stuffed little bear from when I was 3 or 4 that I just happened to lean on, and I pressed his belly. And when I pressed his stomach... It would say that when I was younger, but it eventually ran out of batteries. This poor bear that I hadn't played with since I was a toddler had just used the last of its power, its dying breath, to tell me that I made it happy. You make me happy too, little bear, when you're not making me piss myself.
Oh my God. Oh my
That's
God.
Amazing. That's amazing.
I hate it. I hate it. Animals that can talk, I mean, like stuffed animals that can talk are terrifying because they're the ones in haunted movies that are always like the first harbingers of something nefarious afoot.
Oh my goodness. I had a boss once who was waiting for this really important phone call. Like there was a huge bridesmaids brand that was going to buy up her dresses and like make her national. And she's like, I can't wait for this call to come. I can't wait. Finally, the call comes. She's in the back of a cab. So, you can't really hear that well when you're in the back of a cab. And, cabs in New York City, they have those little TVs. Yeah. And she's like, she presses like yes on her phone to pick up the call, but then she can't hear it. And there's like a small voice coming from somewhere. And she's freaking out because this is her one big shot. Yeah. She's like, hold on, I can't hear you, but also keep talking, which is so embarrassing. And she puts her ear to the TV and she's like, is the signal coming through the TV? Like she couldn't figure it out. She had to apologize to basically no one because she couldn't really hear. She's like, I'm sorry, I'll call you back. Hangs up. And she was so freaked out. She's like, am I dreaming? Am I hallucinating? Like, I haven't had any sleep. She's asking the cab driver if he's hearing something. He's like, no, I'm not hearing something. She thought she was having a breakdown. Turns out people used to have those like little earbud, those like Bluetooth things that they'd put in their ear to talk on the phone. It was buried in the bottom of her purse, and it was coming out from the bottom of her purse. And she didn't get the deal. She didn't get the deal.
Was that phone call the reason why?
Well, he didn't have time to talk again, and then just like everything fell through after that. I know. Technology. That's
another reason those Bluetooth headsets are terrible. You look like a douche. I haven't seen people wear those in a long time. I think because earbuds now kind of like fill that need.
Yeah.
But they're oh man.
The guy cleaning my teeth today was wearing the Apple earbuds, the wireless earbuds, and I'm like, what are you listening to? Like, please don't listen to some like really upbeat music and then try and scrape my teeth clean to the beats of I don't know, Little Nas or something.
Why is he listening to anything? He shouldn't be. He should be focusing on you and your teeth.
He should be listening to the beat of my heart.
Yeah, and the voice of your teeth. He should be trying to tune into what you and your teeth and your God need. Dana said, my Furby ended up in my mom's closet. It wouldn't shut up, so it had to go away.
Get out of here.
Did you burn it? I hope you didn't burn it, because then you released the soul, and now we're just doing something else.
I saw this really funny thing on Instagram where it's like, you know, people are doing this POV. They're like POV, and then they set up a situation and like make a funny video.
Yeah.
It was like POV, pretending I'm a parent and being really responsible. And it's just like this grown woman dressed as a 13-year-old taking care of her Furby and like doing all the things that a Furby needs to be like well loved and cared for.
Allison said, my brother had a toy King Kong. Anytime there was a thunderstorm, it would roar on its own. The combo of crashing thunder and King Kong roaring was wild. That's horrifying.
Well,
is it ukulele time?
It's ukulele time because I am out of jokes and I'm out of scary stories. And Bethany, have you ever seen a fresh corpse?
No.
No, me neither. I've always wanted to, though.
Oh, I thought that was a joke. I thought that was a setup. Like, oh,
no, I'm just. Do you have a hunch? Do you have a hunch in the way in which you'll die?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a drug interaction.
Get out of here! Don't say that.
No, I don't know. I'm just like, my brain needs a lot of drugs to like go straight. So I just worry that like once I had a drug interaction between my antidepressant and a antihistamine I was on, and I blacked out and bought a pound of carob chips and then walked to Starbucks and fell asleep in the parking lot.
Get out of here. Holy mackerel.
But I was working at that Starbucks, so the good news is they knew me.
Shit, Bethany. Oh my God. Well,
years ago.
I have a feeling that I will die going down dancing.
Mm-hmm. I think that's right. I think that's right.
This is what the situation will be. Hang on one second. Set myself up. Sorry, gotta scroll up. Gotta look at my notes. Why are my notes? Okay.
Aubrey said, yeah, I'm going to die from a blood disease. Yeah, girl, get that blood drawn.
Oh my God, you definitely are going to die from a blood disease. Okay. Sorry, Bethany. My
Can we talk about how I have this little mole right here that I've always had my whole life, and I really love it, but I thought it went away because I got some acne over it that like hit it, and I was like, oh no, the mole disappeared. No, I just had a zit. It's back. Here it is.
It's back.
Here it is.
Oh man. Okay.
Jennifer, I have a random fear of getting shot in the back. That's a very specific fear.
Or being stabbed in the back. Okay, let me set this up again. Bethany, you know how I'm gonna die? I'm gonna go down trying my hardest. And I think I'll go down dancing. You know why?
Why?
Because they did the mash. They did the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. It was caught in a flash. They did the mash.
Wow. Was working in a lab. late at night, when my eyes beheld a eerie sight, with the monsters going through the campfire thing, they looked at me and they said they did mash.
They
They
did
did
the
the
monster
monster
mash.
mash. The monster mash.
The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
Caught in a flash. It was the it was
You got
the it was they did the monster mash.
Amanda said my dog just woke up and came to the phone and is now it's singing. You are all welcome.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. We love you. Thank you for being patrons. We'll see you. Be safe. Make good choices.